Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay, as usual. You've done your homework. Was it difficult for you or not?
It's take a lot of time. It took a lot of time, but I done it.
And I liked the essay. It's okay. Maybe sometimes you should write longer essays, but you have limitation, yes,
Okay, okay.
on the number of words. As to the picture, who do you see?
Um, I see two boys and two girls. They are smiling, and they looks like a happy group of young people.
Or happy family. So what is the age of these boys and girls?
They are of um, similar ages, I guess. But the boy from the left side may be older, and the girl and the girl on the left side. I suppose.
Mhm. Are they teenagers?
Yes, they definitely teenagers. They are
Uh,
looks like of similar ages.
mhm. And let's answer the questions below the picture.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of being of a teenager? The advantages of being a teenager is that you have a lot of time, a lot of free time to do that uh, to study, for example, to make something, to grow your skills, and I like it age
Hmm.
degree
This period, you mean?
this period. Okay. What do you think the difference between the teenagers of 19th century and the teenagers of 21st centuries is? Oh, I um, I didn't live in 9th century, but I suppose that teenagers from these centuries are different completely. Uh,
Of course.
uh, because uh, teenagers stand как-то взрослели.
Grew up.
Okay, thank you. Teenagers was grew up быстрее, earlier,
Yes.
earlier, and uh, they they often works uh, in at works
Hmm.
in this year. But today nowadays teenagers are still study in schools, and uh, they they don't grow up. They don't grow up so faster like in 9th century.
Yes, in the 19th century, teenagers were already married and had children.
Yes. What do you remember about being a teenager? I remember this period of my life. For I have some достижения, как сказать.
Achievements.
I had some achievements, and the and I inspired my goals, and I I like it.
Good.
Why don't
Next.
adult and teenager understand each other? Because they have different points views on life, and sometimes adults are right, and sometimes adults don't want to understand teenagers. That's why we have problems in relationship between adults and teenagers.
Yes, you are right. And today we are going to talk about family conflicts and learn some verb phrases and the present perfect with just, yet, and already. So let's learn some verb phrases to talk about family conflicts.
Okay. Parents of teenager wrote in to tell us about the driver they met. Here are some of the top hates. He never makes his bed.
Yes.
If I make it, I find strange things in it, like dirty sauce, snacks working the remote control. He never cleaned his room. It's always a mess.
Not really. The other word with the same meaning.
Does.
No.
Tidies. His room it's always a mess. The floor is covered with empty Coke cans or dirty socks. She on the bathroom floor and doesn't pick them up. She leave her towels on the bathroom floor. She walks she walks around the house eating food without a plate. Usually just after I've cleaned the floor. Then she says sorry with an angelic smile. He has breakfast, lunch and dinner at home, but he never does. Washing up. When she comes into the living room, she always changes TV channels, and usually when I'm watching my favorite program. We bought a dog for him because he promised to take it for a walk. Every day. Guess who always does it? She always does her homework at the last minute, usually late on Sunday night. This means she needs the internet just when her sister is chatting with her friends.
And which of these things didn't you do when you were a teenager?
A lot of them. I don't. I didn't. But all people have the problem in these periods with their parents, with their older brothers or sisters. I have a lot of non-standard situations.
Well, it depends on the child. For example, I did everything that parents told me to do.
Yes.
But, everyone is different.
Yes.
Can you remember the 8 bad habits from the previous?
Yes, it's don't wash dishes, don't get order in your room, especially on your bed. um, don't don't do don't do нет, как-то don't keep the promises,
Mm-hmm.
then make a conflict situation,
Mm-hmm.
and just smiling to angry parents.
Okay. Mm. So the exercise is to tell which of the things are a problem in your house and why.
Okay. Housework.
Mm-hmm.
Food, the TV, computer, the bathroom, pets, homework. I suppose that we have problem in our house. The next housework, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes some person is very busy on job, and
Mm-hmm.
there is a problem to do some homework, housework. Um, Cooking and food. We all like to eat something unusual and delicious, and but it happens not often, and um, this is the point of the growing problems. The TV, computer,
Mm-hmm.
using computer or TV for different purposes by multiple person. It's a problem because they all needs these devices for the same time. The
Yeah.
bathroom. Yeah, sometimes it's a problem. Pets. Now we having pets. Homework.
Mm-hmm.
What difference homework and housework? What is the difference?
Housework, it's to clean the house, for example, and homework, it's tasks for school.
Okay. I don't think that it's actually homework for our family.
Mm-hmm. Because all of you are adult.
Yes.
Okay, so the next task. Why can parents and teenagers argue? In these pictures, you can see four typical situations when parents are angry with children.
Okay. And
So now we are going to listen and number the pictures in order they are mentioned.
okay.
1.
Have you finished yet?
No, not yet.
Well, hurry up. I'm going to be late for work.
2.
You've left a towel on the floor.
Well, I haven't finished yet.
Well, don't forget to pick it up.
Okay.
3.
When are you going to do your homework?
I've already done it.
Really? When?
I did it on the bus this evening.
4.
Can you get a plate for that sandwich? I've just cleaned the floor.
Okay. Oops. Sorry. Too late.
Okay. What means towel? Это полотенце?
Yes.
Okay.
So now let's listen again and complete the gaps in the dialogue.
1.
Have you finished yet?
No, not yet.
Well, hurry up. I'm going to be late for work.
2.
You've left a towel on the floor.
Well, I haven't finished yet.
Well, don't forget to pick it up.
Okay.
3.
When are you going to do your homework?
I've already done it.
Really? When?
I did it on the bus this evening.
4.
Can you get a plate for that sandwich? I've just cleaned the floor.
Okay. Oops. Sorry. Too late.
Good. Which form of the verb did you use in each case?
I use present perfect.
Yeah, it is called past participle form. Look at the conversations. What tense is the verb? We've already said that it is past participle. And what do you think the words in bold mean?
What's involved? Have you finished yet? No, not yet. Yet. Еще, может быть? Уже.
Yet, yeah, it can be translated уже или еще.
Okay. Have you finished yet? No, not yet. You left the town on the floor. Well, I haven't finished yet. When are you going to do your homework? I've already done it. Already? Уже? Can you get a plate for that sandwich? I've just cleaned the floor. Только что, just, наверное, да? Только что.
Yes, and look again at the sentences. In what type of sentences do we use yet?
Type of sentences.
I mean interrogative, affirmative or negative?
Negative.
Yes, in negative sentences and in have you finished yet?
In question form.
In interrogative, yeah, or questions. And can we use yet in positive sentences?
I didn't see in positive sentences yet.
Yes, we don't use it in positive sentences. And what about already and just? What type of sentences are they used in?
We use in как сказать, положительный,
Positive.
positive form, and it means the similar to yet. These words are similar to yet, but we use it in positive sentences.
Yes, in some way, yes, because yet is not always used with the meaning уже. You will see it in the rules here.
Okay.
Let's read them.
Yet. Rebecca, have you finished the homework yet? Tom. No, not yet. I haven't finished yet. Use yet and present perfect in отрицательный, как забыл.
Negative.
Negative and question sentence to ask if something that you think is going to happen hasn't happened, or to say it hasn't happened. Put yet at the end of the sentence. Put yet and okay. Just Charlie, would you like a coffee? No thanks, I've just had one. My sisters just started a new job. Use just in plus in positive sentence to say that something happened very recently. Put just or before the main verb. Put just before the main verb. I just done. Already. Do you want to see this film? No, I've already seen it 3 times. Shall I buy a newspaper? No, I've already bought one. Use already plus in positive sentence to say that something happened before now or earlier than expected. Something happened before now or earlier than expected. Уже, да. Put already before the main verb. Before. Just. Okay. Sydney has both already a smartphone. Has already both. Okay. Before the main one. They haven't yet arrived. They haven't arrived yet. They haven't arrived yet. Negative. So it is yet and yet in the end of the sentence.
Yes, we put yet only in the end of the sentence. And where do we put already and just?
We put already in just in plus or question in plus in positive sentence before the verb.
Yes. Okay, is everything clear now?
Yes.
So let's practice. Put in correct order.
Okay. Have you made your bed yet? Okay. Has she has walked. She has already walked. Gone to walk. She has already gone to walk. Yes. Coffee just half of we cup had. We have just a cup. Just had a cup of coffee. I have found.
You have yet.
Found a job yet. Negative sentence yet at the end. Just has and me. He sent email. He has just sent me an email. They have already sold their house.
Very good. The next task.
Put the verbs in the boxes in the present perfect. Write already, just, or yet in the correct place. I have just had. Just had breakfast. I have just had. Okay. You finish your homework, kids? Have you finished? You finish
What
finished.
tense? Mm-hmm.
The film starts already. The film has started. The film has already started. Yes. I not meet his girlfriend yet. But I hasn't. I haven't. Met his girlfriend yet. They get married just. They have get. They have get married. Как-то странно звучит. They have get married just. They have just got married. Just get got. They just got married. You're too late. Okay. Do you
Uh-huh. Now I see you. Okay, so let's continue.
I haven't met his girlfriend yet in the end. They have just got married. They have just got married. You're too late. He has already gone home. Oops, sorry. Gone home. You speak to him yet? Have you yet? Have you spoken to him yet? I not read his new book yet. I haven't read.
It is written the same way.
Okay. I haven't read his new book yet.
Very good. The next. Let's practice saying sounds correctly.
He hasn't helped with the housework today. Have you used your new computer yet? Your new computer yet? Jim is just joined a judo class.
We will listen now to this audio and you'll repeat after it too, okay?
Okay.
1. He hasn't helped with the housework today.
He has
2. Have you used your new computer yet? 3. Jim's just joined a judo class. 1. He hasn't helped with the housework today.
He hasn't helped with the housework today.
2. Have you used your new computer yet?
Have you used your new computer yet?
3. Jim's just joined a judo class.
Jim's just joined a judo class.
So here are some notes, pronunciation notes. Let's read them.
Pronunciation notes. H at the beginning of a word is almost always pronounced h. Я не знаю, как это читается.
It is pronounced as h.
At the beginning of the word is always pronounced j. Many words with
Yeah.
y. At the beginning of the word is always pronounced j. Many music you use have hidden you use music. J is always pronounced j. J before I or ye is also often pronounced j. Manager, general, giraffe, German.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, then the next task. Look at the picture. What has just happened?
The dish has broken yet.
Yet we use negative sentences.
The dish has already broken.
Someone did it, okay? So оно само себя не разбило. So someone has
Okay.
broken.
Someone has already broken dish.
The dish. Yes. So now you're going to listen to different sound effects, and then you tell me what has just happened. Okay?
Okay.
1. 2.
What has just happened?
At first situation, someone has broken dishes from glass, and at the second situation, the couple of married person go to the gate with magnificent music.
Not really. When do we hear this music? When people?
When people married.
Sorry?
Married.
Yeah, so what have they just done?
They signed the document, maybe.
How to say они только что поженились?
They have just married.
They have just
They have just married.
got married.
Ah, okay. They have just got married.
The next.
3. Say cheese!
So,
The photographer say to somebody say cheese, and he has just took the photo.
he has just
Took the photo.
the third form of take is
Taken the photo.
yes. The next.
4.
The girl has just frightened of the mouses, for example.
Mouse, you mean? How to say увидела? Она только что увидела.
She has just seen something awful.
A mouse.
A mouse, okay.
5.
I'll always love you, Amanda.
Will you, Richard?
Yes, that's a promise.
Okay.
Richard has just got a promise.
Well, is it a movie?
Maybe it's yes, maybe it's a romantic scene of the movie.
Yes. Was it the last scene in the movie?
Maybe the last, because
So,
the
the movie?
music is very loud, and it's already in the final scene.
So the movie has
just ended.
And the next one.
6.
So,
the animals have just драться.
fight, and in the past form?
Fought.
And all the dog has
just go out from the furious cat.
seen. The dog has just seen a cat. The next. At what age do young people usually leave home in your country?
I guess it happens when they have finished school, and they choose the profession, and or they live, как сказать самостоятельно. They live
Alone?
alone, okay.
And what do you think is the right age for young people to leave home? And why?
I suppose that это возможно.
It is possible?
It is possible in the every in every time, but it depends on uh, м, как это сказать? If you have money to rent a flat, or and so you can do it.
Okay, so now we are going to read an article and choose the best summary. But before that, some new words for you. Let's have a look at them.
Moody, a person who's not changed quickly, unpredictable. Okay.
Moody.
Moody. To throw
The
somebody
next.
out, to force to leave a place or position. To force to leave a place or position. Okay. Throw somebody out. Throw. Contribute. To give or supply in common with other. To insult. To treat, mention or speak to rudely. Offend.
Offend.
Court. The building hall room with such civil, criminal, etc. cases are had and determined. Intolerable. Impossible to tolerable or endure. Okay.
So are the words clear?
Yes.
Let's listen and read to the article.
Listen to the audio and do the exercise. Why not throw them out? Do you have rude and moody teenage children living in your house? Have you ever secretly wanted to throw them out? A Spanish couple, Mr. and Mrs. Serrano from Zaragoza in Spain, have done exactly that. Maria and her husband Mariano lived with their two sons, David 20 and Mariano 18. The situation was impossible, said Maria. We were always arguing. Our children were treating our house like a hotel, and they weren't contributing anything. And they weren't studying or looking for work. They were complaining all the time and insulting us. They didn't respect us. I love my children, but in the end it was ruining our lives. So Maria and Mariano asked their sons to leave the family home in Zaragoza in Spain. But the two boys didn't want to go. Then Mr. and Mrs. Serrano took an unusual decision. They went to court. Normally, under Spanish law, parents do not have the right to make their children leave home. But in this case, the judge decided that the situation in the Serrano family was intolerable. He gave Mr. and Mrs. Serrano the right to tell their children to go. What did the Serrano boys do? In fact, they didn't go very far from home. The oldest boy went to live with his girlfriend and has just started work in her father's construction company. The youngest son has rented a flat near the family home. His mother paid the first month's rent only.
Okay, so choose the best summary.
The best summer. The children decided to leave home. No, it's not wrong. That's wrong. Mr. and Mrs. Serrano argued a lot. The children weren't happy, so they left home. Mr. and Mrs. Serrano argued with their children a lot. They told their children to leave home.
Good. And do you think Mr. and Mrs. Serrano were right or wrong?
I guess they, как сказать, они что-то упустили в воспитании.
Okay, they missed some points in upbringing.
Yes, they missed some points in upbringing, so that they have problems with their older children. So it's an unusual situation, I guess.
Yeah, it's unusual. And do you think the story has a happy ending?
I guess that it's the story have a happy end because the children realize how many parents how how many parents do for them, and I guess it it is happy end that parents and children are как сказать, примирились.
Like solved their conflict.
Okay, so they are solved their conflicts.
Well, so let's listen and check.
Does the story have a happy ending? Maria Serrano said,
Yo creo que ha servido de lección para nuestros hijos y pienso que
I think this was a lesson for our children, and I think it was good for them. Things are already better. Now they respect us more, and I feel happier. Of course they are welcome to come home again, if they can show us that they have changed. I've given them a year. In any case, they still come home for lunch every day.
What means
So?
stoke for lunch? The last sentence.
Second. They still come home.
Ah, they still come home, okay.
Good. So, is it a happy end for this family?
The problems don't solve didn't solve so, but I guess they the situation probably will solve in future.
Yes, hopefully. Okay, so open the notes and let's discuss the following points.
They look like.
Not really.
They looks like teenager was grown. They are.
Here
They are.
we need only one verb to say.
They are like.
No.
They are look, not looks.
Well, we don't need as here, that is true, but we don't need are.
They look, yes, they are looking.
They look like.
They look like, okay.
They look like, and that's it. The next one.
Teenagers was grown up. Teenagers was grown up. Were grown
Teenagers.
up. Опять это were.
Yeah, teenagers were grown up. The next.
Points of view. Points of view. Точка зрения.
This is for you to memorize the phrase. And the next one.
The problems didn't solve.
Problems cannot solve themselves.
The problems hasn't solved.
The correct way would be weren't. Weren't solved. Не были решены.
Ага, это получается passive form.
Yes, it's a passive form. Because problems cannot solve themselves.
Okay.
We do it. We solve problems. Okay, so tell me, what have we discussed today?
We discussed today about the problems in a family, typical typical general problems, and we listen some unusual situation in a families. So we speak in past perfect,
Present.
or present perfect, and we study how to use the words yet, already, and just. Yet in the question sentences, already and just in positive positive sentences. Yet also use in negative sentence.
Yes. So your home assignment will be connected with conflicts and with present perfect and just already yet.
Great.
So I wish you to have a good start of the week.